Alright, are we live? So welcome at the first live stream of the Blender weekly competition. This time it's number 23. I'm just gonna send the link in Discord so if there are more people and they can join up. It is freaking hot in this country. How about over there? Where are you living at and how hot is it? Welcome. Alright. Meanwhile, I'm just setting everything up, make sure that I got everything. Just gonna take some text files. Let me see. Malaysia. That is far away from the Netherlands. Is it hot over there? Canada, Italy. Music on the street of Amsterdam. Alright. What kind of music? I'm, by the way, almost done setting things up correctly. I should have done this 50 minutes ago. I'll take care it's done next time. Alright. Setting stuff up. Let's go, let's go. Alright. Relaxing music. Irish music. Alright. Hope you have enjoyed Amsterdam. I lived close to Amsterdam. I did enjoy going to it once in a while. Just a very different city. A lot of different people. Alright, I'm just gonna take some water. And by the way, next Monday, I want to do the live streaming of the 30-minute challenges of this week. For tonight, I will choose the winners of the last 2 weeks. And yeah, then I should be on the track again. Me and Grant far? Well, Grant lives in, I believe, London. It's 1 hour back from me in the time zones. Alright. So I got my fan on. I'm not gonna turn it off because it's today very hot. My window's open, so if you hear some stuff, then that is live streaming. Alright. So for this week, we have gaming, and you could make anything associated to gaming, your favorite game, in any style you like. Got a lot of freedom with it. And the first entry is of Oriented. He says the Dust Chew. And to be real honest, I have never ever played this game, even though I do know what game this is. It's from Counter-Strike, right? I had a period where I was playing like Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty Modern Warfare online. And after a while I stopped because my heart was bouncing in my throat. I was getting aggressive on my keyboard and mouse. I had a lot of fun though, but all of a sudden I stopped with it for no reasons at all. So what I like about this entry is I see a lot of texturing going on, which is always very nice, any other than just modeling it. I have seen this map. Now the only thing that I would say a few characters could do to make it look more interesting. I watched Andrew Price's videos where he was explaining how you could make the best art, as in you need to have something to show, and that is something that I have explained with the low poly. I believe it was someone who made like a factory type of thing underneath the ground. It looked very good, only there was not something interesting to look at. But it is a very difficult thing. I don't like the background though, it fits very well with the light. So yeah, the only thing maybe next level stuff would be charactering. And that will be that. I like it though, the texturing a lot. Entry number 2 is of Lord Paradox. Ox? Paradox. Oh yeah, okay. Well, you made a Brawlhalla. I have heard about this. I have not played this. I do like this machine down here. I like the bright colors on it. I like the textures on it. Only I would say what I've been saying a few times, like it would be nice also this platform down here would be just nice in the screen. I've been thinking about how I can explain this the best way. You can put on a tie, but your tie also needs to look nice. And this is something with it that I think that is my personal thing, that it should also be nice into the screen. It's very filled up. A little bit space around it is okay, I would say. And maybe the game onto the screen, that would also be nice. But I like this one. Paradox Ox is saying, I know that the background is absolutely not developed. Background. Okay. Iris Jack made some old school games. I like the texturing onto the floor down here. I like you've used some blur into this. The textures looks good. The light looks nice. This is a very good one. It's very crisp. And by the way, if you guys have something to say about things, then let me know down in the chat. Another entry, I'm not gonna count it anymore because I will probably forget about this because you know we're doing this live. This one is from Cesar 007. I do not recognize this. Does any of you recognize this? I like how it has multiply views on it. The only thing that I am going to say is it would be nice at this side especially it was a little bit more light onto it, like a few percent of light. It doesn't have to be insane a lot, just to get more details out of this would be nice. Putting in models like this without textures is fine by me. Anyone recognize this guy? Model isn't too bad, I would say. Sculpting is a difficult thing, especially for starters. Julius Caesar. When I first seen this coming in, I really thought like maybe it's a mistake. It's supposed to be in 3D. And then Frank says something. Alright. Hello Alan M. Welcome to the live stream. We have another entry. This is of Sting Poison 6102. Also a sculpting one. I appreciate the effort of trying it. And what I also like is that you've used you know, reference pictures, or I don't know exactly how to say that, just background pictures, trying to get the best out of it, of the shape, because if you do this without pictures it's a lot more difficult. It is only unfinished, but I appreciate the effort of trying it. It's not too bad. And we have another entry of Sergey Maslov, and I really like this one. Even though, once again, I would say, you know, leave a little bit onto this, just get the whole objective into the screen, just a little touch there. I really like the materials on here. I like a character model in there. It's always very nice. You don't have to make it like super detailed with characters when you zoom out a lot. I like the bombers in here. The light is very nice on this one. The textures are nice. I've been playing with a hand console, if that is what it's called the Game Boy, the very first one, very big one. Playing Mario on it, and I believe Commander and Pokemon. I really like this one. Very very nice art here, very clear. Good job. This entry is of Tyros.x, and I'm glad I don't have to save your picture and then be surprised it changed into a application on my desktop. You were saying made a flying island in Minecraft style, updated the last version. It looks nice. The clouds are high. Let me see. This is a bee down here. Little mine here. I like this one. It's tiny. It's cozy looking. It reminds me of one of the winners of I believe it was low poly competition, like a small little rock. I've played Minecraft a very long time ago. Like when it was even in beta. When it wasn't sold to Microsoft. After that, I never played it again. I tried to play it again, like a few months ago. And I have to connect my classic account to the new accounts. And I don't know my password anymore, so that's doomed. It's a shame. Anything? I don't know, maybe the water looks very like Lego plastic for some reason for me. But I like how it's coming off though. We have one entry of Happy Fantasy X, but in the style of the game Borderlands. Sorry about it being a video, having rendering problems for whatever reason, so I had to be a viewport render. Yeah, well that's okay. At least you have something in here, and that is, I think, more important. Let me see if I can make this big without it lagging. Looks very nice. I really like the details on this one, and I also really like the this leather-ish not being perfectly. It's like very randomly. It's a very nice touch. Very difficult to get this around on a nice way. I think it worked out pretty well. And I wonder, is this modeled or is it really like a texture and then, yes, fake out the effect of the depth in it. There's a lot of detail onto this thing. Texture painting, really nice. Is Happy in the chat? I mean, 5 people, but could be. Wonder if he uploaded this to Sketchfab or something. Would be a nice model to sell. A lot of positive reactions. Very good. That is what like you guys' reaction onto the different art. We have another entry of Ahmed Mohammed. As long as you're safe, healthy, and protected, going outside and getting that fresh breeze is fantastic. Here's my version of a small and cozy part. Have a great day. Well, thank you. I hope you have a great day too. This is also a thing that I like. People are really making different type of games, and this is really a game type of thing for a kid. I like the grass on the concrete, by the way. Really a nice touch that has been used for a long while. I would only say the HDRI should have maybe had a different angle, so it aimed out better with the background grass. I like the details here on the sand. Only I would say this down here looks a little bit strange. It really looks like boiling asphalt. That stuff what you always see in those dinosaur movies where they get drowned into those puddles. I don't know the word. But looks very nice. Yeah, it's like that oily stuff. They sometimes use that for the roof too, to connect those black plates with that stuff. I don't know what it's called. I rather would see this sand down here, which I think it looks very nice though. Very randomly where it's used. It should also be down here. But anything else, I really like that one. I'm glad to see Mohammed back again. I really like that. W40, yeah, maybe that stuff. We have an entry of Brock. Nothing original, but pleasant to the eye. Well, this is what I was just talking about before. Now, there are two things that I noticed. The model is very nice, by the way. I really like this model. It has some detail on it onto the top down here. I can only not remember, like there's supposed to be a button on top, like an on and off switch. I have that thing laying around somewhere, and I'm missing like the back cap where you put in the batteries. It's such a shame that it's lost. I still have it though. But the thing that I noticed is the background is a little bit odd. I would say this might have been this is made in Eevee. I would say the background needs to be a lot different. It's way too shiny, so you can see all the odd things down here. Like, I don't know how this comes here, because the shape is a lot bigger than this. So different background, I would only say, and in this case, I would say it needs to be cut off right down here. Get it nice centered in the screen. It's just a little beauty touch, like putting the tie on is one, putting the tie on a nice way is two. I'm really going to compare it to ties right now. Anything else, I really love this model. It's really on point. Maybe a little bit more grayish, I would say. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, increase the roughness might do already. And yeah, I would just say like use a flat background, and you can also use like blur. So at the end, if you cannot make a plane like few million miles long, in order to get it nice seamed with this piece of the background, of course the camera angle, you can also use blur to just blur it up the background. Just use a plate, or yeah, try to make the angle here a little bit rounder and use some roughness. It's a good one. Shadow Chatser. Yeah, depth of field. Yeah, I haven't really been using Eevee because I really need to learn it. Like Cycles is just very easy because I know about it. Eevee is different. You really need to learn how to make good shadows. You need to learn how to make the good lighting, that kind of stuff, and the reflection. But I like this one. Good job with this. We have an entry of That's My Taint. Well, I'll guess since this was done this week and I just found out about the challenge, does it mean that I made the deadline? Well, there was some extra time, but for sure. A nice little picture down here. Almost looks like a little ice cream. Does someone recognize this? This little lamp down here reminds me of something like a rune stone or something. Nobody recognized this? I have to keep in mind I need to wait because of the buffer. When I say something, it will get to you guys 7 seconds later. Something from Banjo Kazooie. Banjo. I think I've played that with a race game. Well, I like this one. It's a nice little low poly style. house onto the water. Well, now see the stairs. It looks like it's on the water though. Yeah, aiming it out would be nice. I really like the touch of aiming things out for some reason. But it's not bad. There's a little bit of bloom in it, which is very nice. I like that the light is shining onto the ground from the windows. That gives it a little extra detail here and there. You made a deadline. Has this been sculpted like what Grant did with his shack tutorial? It looks like it. Some light coming through or shining into it. It is also very nice for giving it a bit of extra detail. And it fits well with your picture of your name. Thank you for joining. That's my taint. Which is winter hut. Okay, there it is. Alright, we have an entry of he was saying his name was Pro 3D. This is a very nice one. What I really like about this one is the amount of color that's in here that just matches each other. Yeah, just pick up the ball and try to throw it in, I would say. I like the textures on this floor. I like the textures on the wall. The light that shines through is very nice. The shadows, what makes it here, is very nice. I think in overall this is a very nice picture though. Welcome to the stream, Outmind01. Yeah, the God rays are very good. Only thing I would say, that's more of a joke, is the logo of Nike and then it with the text underneath, just do it. Could be easily in a Nike commercial picture. Very nice, I like it. I don't have anything to add that needs to be changed. Too late. Well, we are just in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of, I believe it was 29 or 28 entries, so it's okay. He's still on time, I would say. My stream says 28 minutes in, minus 10 minutes messing around. Alright. The next one is of... You've been waiting for a long time for this, don't you? Of Erwin Sunny Ray. 90s and early 2000s addiction cassette consoles, but in Blender version. I made an update version which controllers are using Bluetooth, and that's all. Why all cassettes are the same, no idea. Maybe collection. The person loves Blender so much he buys whenever he sees a Blender cassette. Anyway, it's my entry for games. Well, I'm just going to take a picture of me with it. What you say about the Bluetooth is not a bad thing. I like that idea because you know, that kind of things are getting done in real life, like people taking old school consoles and they are rebuilding those things and they adding a wireless function to the controls, which I have been doing down here. This is my version of a there was I believe a Japanese version of the first Nintendo. It looked a lot different, and this artist, it is somewhere in the Discord. I got this link from in Grant's competition. This artist makes old consoles in a new way. So this dude added a TV screen, and he added the console into this thing, and also made the controllers wireless. So this is a real thing, though. The funniest thing with this what I've been making here is, I would swear the picture that I got for reference, the little screws down here in the corner were not up there. And then for some reason at the end of the whole competition, I went looking again and there were some screws up on top. So that's the only thing that I've missed out on that. But I like that idea of Bluetooth, making old stuff with new technology. And yeah, the cassettes, sure, this, like, it's with Nintendo too. You have like a gold version of Zelda, whatever, and people are collecting these like crazy because they getting up in value each year. So that would be a good excuse. Yes, the background plane, very good. It's supposed to be, well, I think it looks nicer to have this background plane down here. Size it up so it's outside the screen instead of just, you know, having this line out here. You know, it's like you're showing this model as a professional picture. Then you need to get rid of this too. Just make it a little bigger. I do like the models though, they're very roundish, which is a very known thing with these old consoles and controllers. It's a very nice touch. Cassettes have some depth in it. I would only say maybe for next time. Some of these cassettes have like these metal strips in here with like this goldish colory connecting type of thing. So if you put it in, it connects it better. It's just a little detailed touch here, and maybe make a wire come out from the back and just, you know, make it like it coming around, just make it circle around this cassette and then just drop it out of the screen. You don't have to make like a input power plug or something, but just a cable would be nice, unless this is a console on a battery. Control texture is very nice. Yeah, it looks like that soft looking plastic instead of just very shiny. But that is what I also like about this live stream. I have the idea of better connection with you guys to, you know, to tell you like, hey, get this plane outside the screen. It just looks a little nicer. But you know, overall, I really like it. There's a lot of buttons on it, a lot of detail. I like the storyline that you put up with it. And thank you for joining, Erwin. I hope to see more of your work next time. Alright, the next entry is of Giraffe. I don't know how to pronounce that one. He says, here's my weekly entry, link. A game played in your browser. Can you close all the coffins tested in Windows 7 and Windows 10 with the Firefox and the Chrome browser? That's very nice. You've done a lot of research. It's very important if you put up a game into the Steam store or whatever that you test it as much as possible in other hardware and software. Try to restart, hit the browser refresh button. Okay, to increase the element, hit the U key. To decrease, hit the D key. Have fun. Okay, reading is always a lot of fun for me. I'm just going to put this open up. All right. So let's see, how are you going to do this? Okay, let me just first talk about the overall. I maybe for next time it would be nice. I have seen that you done this a lot more. You had like a house with a low poly style. I would like to see maybe some lights, like a little firelight at the side would be nice. Just a little light. Maybe for next time it would be a challenging thing. I even wonder how did you get this into a web browser? I have no idea. Alright, so let's play this game. We need to close them all, right? If you close one, two others near it will open or close. Right? How about this one? And then how about that one? How about this one? And then how about that one? Maybe if I do this and then that, I solved it. So once again, 6, 2, 1, 3, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to be real honest with you. You gave me the solution, I got it on WordPad, so that's why it was very easy for me to solve this. I'm not that smart. But I really like this. I really like that this is an option to do this in a browser, a small game. Spend a nice time with it. I like the puzzle. Maybe someday you're going to be a developer. I mean, this is a game, right? You could start out with, I don't know, I'm not that smart, with 6 coffins, then 9, and then 12, and then make the game bigger and bigger. Sell it into Google's store. You were bamboozled. I got you guys. Anyhow, I like this one. I like that some textures are added to it. I like there is some text. I think you've done a very nice job with this. And I'd like to see more of your work into the future. I would like to see you improving with this web browser game stuff. It's, I believe, the second entry that you are doing this. The next entry is of CG Drone, a very known icon of the Steam store. Yeah, there we go. I like the light, by the way. Here it's lighter, here's it darker. The shadows are nice, I would say, just around here. A little bit darker, here it's a little bit lighter. The model is just popping out instead of just a flat texture. Anything else, well, this is it. If you want to do anything extra with it, actually tomorrow Steam summer sale will start again. So you could have just added like little bills on here with 20% off, 50% off. But that is up to you. I like this one. It's very simple. It's very crisp. All right. How many do we got left? We got enough. Okay, there we go. Our next entry is of Travis Fail. Travis Fail said before electronics. And this is another one that I really like. I really like that people are not only minding up like electronic games, but also trying to think back of old school games. And I believe it was with well, at least Ahmed Mohammed has one, and Iris Jack has one, which ain't electronical games. Oh yeah, and here Pro 3D. The only thing that I would say is a little bit a shame is this this background type of thing. I would almost say that it shouldn't be there. It would have been looked nicer with just wood and then a black background, which isn't always bad to look at. The focus is very much on this one. It looks like this texture has been scaled out a lot. I wonder how it looks without this background though, underground. Because I like the wooden textures on this, it's very nice. I also like this this effect onto the buttons. I have no idea whatever it's called anymore. I have been searching for that because I've been using that on my own work. I'm going to show off again. I've been using that effect down here too. I have to be honest, I didn't get the effect quite as I wanted compared with the reference picture though, but I really like that kind of effect onto It really shows like it's an aluminium type or a metal type with an effect onto it. Very nice. Am I missing something onto this little puzzle? Like here's the hole where it comes out. It's very tiny, and then the holes are very big. But I'm missing like a starting point and an end point basically. Or is that just me? Dude, are you recording in the toilet? No, I'm recording it on the 3rd floor. Why? What's wrong? Is it... Am I sounding like I'm in a can or something? Oh wait, you're here. No, that's not... Okay. Echo, yeah. I need to buy those stuff that I can put against the wall to break up the sound. Alright, back to the stuff down here. Yeah, if you heard something, then the window's open, so... Alright, I like this one. It's a nice old school game. I like the textures on it. I like this effect on the button. And yeah, just leave out this background. I think it will look even better with just a black background. And if not, then you can also just scale this plate out and just don't give it a texture, but just a white or even orange or even a red background a little bit. You need to try to match up with the wood. That's always nice. We also see that right down here with the basketball, like it's all orangey, red, blackish, very brownish. It fits all well together. And then this is just white for the target, which down here this could do with that, the buttons. All right. We have an entry of Zeta. Zeta made like mint and liquid Mentos. I don't know what this game is called. I have been seeing it on TV shows or movies or whatever. Isn't this supposed to be a Japanese game? You like these old Japanese men playing this game? That's the game. Go, dude. Go. Go. Okay. Yeah, I'm just joking around. I really like this one. I like the effect onto this little, whatever it's called. The effect onto the board itself is very nice. I like the wood. I like also the shininess onto this thing. I would also say the background is almost perfect onto it. It just needs a little bit of a different angle. It feels like this is a table that's very high up on from the ground, like too high. If you sit on a chair, this comes to a height at your nose. I like the color in this one. I like the balance of the light onto this one. It's Korean. Oh. That's the only thing, just the background needs to be angled out a little bit different. The best way, by the way, if you're doing this in cycles, the best way to do this is going to start Blender up. Just this one. So if you know, we all know that, oh, I hope this is going to work out. Let me just take something, I don't know, just for the people who doesn't know about this. I'm just gonna add this thing down here. Now, if I would go to shader editor, go to the world settings, and then I would press Ctrl T, I believe. There we go. Because I got the node wrangler unlocked. And so if you would move this, you can very much see it's lagging out like crazy, right? The rotation, it's very difficult, like it's lagging. The best way that I found to do this is actually go to this one, which is I believe called Dev Look, and then you just turn on Scene World, and then if you rotate this, you don't have lag at all. It just goes very smooth, turning around, that kind of stuff. You don't have trouble with these cycles being rendered all the time. Just a little tip for the people who doesn't know that. We have an entry of the Eggman 9. Playing the floor is lava as a child and making forts out of pillows and blankets. A stress-free life, good times. It definitely is. And I really like this one. The color balance is very nice. It got some textures in there. The lava looks very good. I also like the little detailed touch is that the hand sticking out of the lava, making this scene come even more alive than just adding which is a very nice character. I've been playing Floor is Lava without realizing that it's called Floor is Lava when I was a kid. It also seems to have a certain effect on it, like a grainy effect on the whole picture. There's a lot of details going on. I really like the lava just spraying out of the ground. It's a very nice picture, this one. Creepy twist. It would even be a nice Easter egg, I'm thinking about it right now, if this hand actually showed like a thumbs up, like it's the Terminator drowning in air. Wow. Sometimes you just notice things afterwards, or if someone mentions it. I think the models look just great in this one. Like the TV, it's like a nice little, it has a nice thickness onto the plastic. The bed looks very nice. These cloth stuff. The plant fits in place. The clock looks very nice, very crisp. It's a very good picture, this one. Alright. I don't have anything to add what should have been changed. Like, it's very nice. Very good entry. We have an entry of Hit the Rock Road Jack. Why did I say rock? Hit the Road Jack. He says the original one switch style. Red Dead Redemption. I would almost say I wish. That cannot be a real thing, right? I really like this one, that you got two different colored models. I like the little touch of the power that is turned on. The background, I would say, is nice. Your spotlights on it, marking it very well. Nice sharp shadows. The screen looks very good. Also very important to have a good look onto this. I'm surprised this is a thing. I would be very much surprised. And I don't have anything to add to this one, really. Maybe I would gone for a different light setting. because spotlights, I don't know, but that's more of a personal thing. But I really love the models. It's looking good. Also a little detail on here where you can get some grip. Or is this for the sound? No, right, this is for the grip. I never had a Game Boy Advance, so I don't know about that. And the different color of red and blue reminds me of the, what is that, Nintendo Switch type of thing. Yeah. I really like this one. Good job on that. Hit the road, Jack. Alright, the Ultimator. Once upon a time when people used to play Notes for Noobs game? Notes for Noobs. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, this reminds me of marbles, like very special marbles. Was that really a thing? Notes for Noobs game? Really like the effort of trying to make as many as different as possible with just the notes only. It is also a very much of a art of its own, playing around with notes, trying to get a lot of different things out of there. Grant's tutorial results, really? Oh, I've missed that one. let me just see this as marbles, very special marbles. Yeah, maybe the background again. Stretch it out, just get it out of the screen. It won't be, believe me, it would look just very much nice. Put on the tie, make the tie look nice instead of messy. Just leave this stuff out. I think it will look certainly a lot better. Green screen with the buffel. This one looks very glassy though. Can look through it. Yeah, only the backgrounds. Anything else, I like it. The effort of trying to make as much as possible. Very special models. And welcome for joining the competition. Welcome. It is hard today, man. Thank you for joining the competition. We have one of Kisher. It's a great game that I enjoy very much with my friends. The balls talk longer than expected, and again, I'd like to see that it's a non-electronical type, so people haven't forgotten about this kind of games. It almost, I don't know if it's me, but it looks like these balls are a little too much onto each other, that it looks like it's a little bit into each other, but it could be me though. And I would only say the green cloth on here should be a little bit darker. Anything else, it's very simple. I do like the light effect on it. It could be a real thing, having a like a light on top that has this plate onto it, and underneath this plate you have the lamps itself. Really focused onto the scenery around it. And you don't have to use an HDRI. Table could have been textured with fabric. Yeah, just a little extra touch to this fabric type here. But that is something for next time, texturing. Good job with that. Thank you for joining, and also to see more of your work. We have an entry of Draenor. Boys Time for School made the following polygon runaway arcade scene. Had a blast making it. This one reminds me of one of the earlier entries, which had Brawlhalla on it. Yeah, what to say, what to say. Do I have to judge a work of someone who is professional about what he's doing? That's difficult. Yeah, there is one thing I had to say about this. I see that right now again. That this looks a little bit strange here under the wall. So I'll guess this has been made with Eevee. And I also seen on Andrew Price on one of his tutorials where he was actually explaining about the Eevee, that this could be solved, that it doesn't shine through, but I could be wrong. But I'll guess this is an effect from what is behind here, so that is only a thing to work on. You're welcome. I hope you didn't miss for too much. I like this poster though. I like the Pac-Man stuff. Only the TV has surprisingly a lot of buttons on it. Anything else, yeah, maybe a cable behind this console would be a little touch, and the lava lamp would be a little touch. But I like this one. I like the colors in here. It's lightened up very well. Yeah, that could also be a thing, that the light is too up close with the mesh. But that is, like I said before, like Eevee is not just... Eevee might render easy, but setting it all up is something to learn. And in my case, like, to learn Eevee and setting everything up takes just as much work as rendering one picture in cycles. That's why I never really used Eevee just yet. But if I would make an animation, I would definitely learn Eevee, because you know, animating, you have to get a lot of frames, and doing that with cycles is just nuts. We have an entry of Haridel, if I pronounced that the right way. What if the famous French MMORPG was in 3D? Here is my tavern. Alright. I think that worked out pretty well though. The only thing that is a shame is the background, or the floor background, I would just like to call it. It's just sticking out here, it's missing out here. What I personally would have done is just cut out a perfect square and then just place it in the middle as much as possible. I can understand that you cannot see the roof down there, but that is something you need to improve for yourself, like finish the roof. It's okay if it's not like 100% correct or something, but it would just be nice if it just fits in a lot better into this picture, because it's a very nice model. I really like the details on this one. I really like the colors on this one. There's a bit of shadow going on, even though in the picture the shadow is facing this way, in your picture the shadow is facing this way. So if you make things different, then you could also just, you know, finish the roof off just for a nice little touch there. I really like this sign down here. Glass looks horrible in Eevee. Yeah, glass is a difficult thing. I do have a quick quick tip tutorial onto my channel, which I show you how to do glass in Eevee. But I did notice afterwards that cycles in Eevee, even if you make it look glass like glass, it still looks a lot different from each other. The effect is just very different. Yeah, it really needs like a finishing touch, this one. I like the grass though, I like the stones, the color, there's a lot of detail going on. And I would only say, like, it's okay if you take a reference picture with it, but just upload it separately so this picture would be nice and big. It's a little bit of a shame, I would say, because it looks very, very nice. Absolutely love this model down here. And yeah, anything else I really don't have to add. Like, the shapes are very nice on this one. Left looks better than right. Yeah, but that is because this is the original picture and this is trying to make it much as possible. I do love it though. This is the kind of color stuff that I really like. Yeah, the reference. Alright, let's continue. And I got a new message, so probably someone just dropped in something, unless Frank is pranking around. Test. Scrolled through the low poly topic reference from last week and got excited to make a 3D tiles, trying combining it with this week motto. Played a labyrinth board game, a loot with my sisters when we were young. Alright, let's take a look at it. There's the automated person. Alright. Okay, one is okay, they're both just the same, only one is a nighttime version. I would like to just open this up because yeah, there we go. That's the only shame thing of doing this in Discord. Like when I prepared stuff into Blender, I can just zoom in a lot without having to reopen everything. Oh man, that looks very nice though. Really like the details and all those stones. Now I have also not played this game. It looks like fun. I'm the kind of person that is not really into board games, but when I play board games, I'm enjoying myself. Just trying to figure out what's going on. This is just a game, and this is just like making it for fun, like a little characters in here. Looks very funny though. Frank is listening. Yeah, I'll bet he does. Yeah, I like, yeah, the lightning is very nice on this one. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, I still need to make a light tutorial. Like when I see these little lamps, there is a way how you can get more light out of it without increasing the emission too much that it's going to be too bright on a small spot though. I really like it. There's a lot of detail going on. Very cozy. Very nice. This one, I like the coloring is in this one very nice. There's enough light in this one. The same goes for this one down here. I like in this case, two pictures in one looks good because everything is in the screen. It is a nice big size. I actually like to see this one too, just for a second though. Maybe, yeah, look at that. That is just, oh man. Look at this. It's it's even a transparency background. Like now I'm seeing a lot more detail. I should do this with each art which has a lot of detail and it's very zoomed out though. Check out if it can be sized bigger. So you see a lot more of it. There's a lot of detailing going on in this one. It's just a shame it's not completely centered out into a picture with a nice square, or a circle would do too. A nice circle ground. Very nice. Good job with this pistol. Probably I'm saying it a total wrong way. Frank, you're English, right? How you pronounce this? Tistel or chistel? Yeah, it's a shame that Discord doesn't completely zoom it out. Like, let me just see. Like, this one is another example. Meanwhile, Frank is going to tell me if I pronounce it the right way or not. Like this one too. Like, this is a lot better. I should keep that in mind. But I'm learning too. Whistle. Chisel, whistle. I see. Okay, so it was kind of good. I'm just going to scroll back to see like super detailed one. Oh, that was a little bit it. Okay, from now on I need to open everything. Except if it's like this. I mean, this is just clear what it is. There's not much details to be shown in a big picture. Alright, let's continue. Chardon Gray. No. Alright. Frank Drabin. Very simple. Very on point. Pac-Man. I like this effect down here though. Yep, very good, Frank. Are these 2D or 2D characters? Doesn't look like 3D though. Oh, they are. They look like 3D of 2D characters. Extruded planes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be. But that is the whole fun with freedom. When you get freedom, you can also try to make things like not 2D but make it in 3D. That is also something that is very much like, sometimes they make these cartoon characters look like real life things and it looks like terrifying, or like I am used, for example, with Mario. This one down here, I only knew it of 2D, so it's very much fun to see this as 3D. Even 3D Mario I this today is actually a normal thing, but for me this is very cool because I only know it as 2D. Very simple, Frank. I like it. It's very colorful. It's on point. And if your son ain't busy spilling raisins all over the place, I hope that next time we can join again. Chardon Gray. Well, I made everything except for the back. I got from Blender Kit. I was experimenting with the knife project method, and that's how I made the Pokédex. Well, the team doesn't match the render, but in a sense Pokemon is also a game on Nintendo. That's it. It was originally Pocket Monsters. isn't Pokemon in Japanese the other word for monsters? Unless I'm wrong about that. The story about Render is when the trainer comes back home taking a break from his adventure after winning 2 gym badges. Yeah, I'm 80s/90s kid. I'm born in 1986. 24 or 25 days before Chernobyl exploded. Oh, I'm a pre-war kid. If we talk about Fallout. Alright. You can pronounce it like German translation Distel. Distel, I don't know what Distel is. What is my favorite Pokemon? Oh boy. Well, I am from I am from the beginning of Pokemon era, of course. I played with the very first Pokemon cards way back in 1993. I still have one more Pokemon card left. There's Weedle. I don't know what happened with the others. Maybe I gave them to my brother or something. My girlfriend has a lot of Pokemon cards, like insane a lot. My favorite Pokemon. Oh, that's a difficult one. Um, um, that's a good one. I never really thought about that. I guess it's the one where I forgot the name. Uh it's that green dude. Um Gee, I forgot all about it. It has been so long, man. Um you have like Charmander, and then you have like this water type Squirtle. Bulbasaur, yeah, I'll guess that is the one because he's and green and I love nature stuff, so I'll guess that would be the one for me. And I remember I had like a glitter Blastoise, and some Efker stole it from me on school. I was so pissed off. And later on, one of my friends on school, I seen him again. He's working in the supermarket, and I asked him again, "Do you know who stole my card?" And he actually knew who stole my card. But he never told me back then. Anyhow, back to this Blender stuff. Um, looks very nice. It, you know what is so difficult is match up your own scene with the HDRI. I would say the HDRI doesn't confuse me where it's at this moment. It almost looks like, you know, it's just on point. It is where it's supposed to be, I would say. I like the models. Let me just size this up in here. Very good. I cannot just open it in my screen immediately because I also got like live dashboard of YouTube. I really like this texture onto this back down here. Very nice. Ay ay ay. I don't know if the Pokeballs has changed after a long while, but I'll guess it's a little bit too shiny. This red, I would say. I'm not sure. Um, got some nice reflection onto the windows. I only don't like this concrete stuff down here. It looks very out of the scene for some reason. The wood texture though is very nice again. Should held him down. Put his fingernails with. Ah. Yeah, the Pokeballs are too shiny. Yeah, so it wasn't me. But then again, this model is very nice. I like the texture. I also like this texture effect onto this little thing down here. I like the leash. I like the zipper. Got some eye for model stuff. This looks very much like plastic. It's very good. Only this belt here looks a little bit too low poly, I would say. There should be a little bit more polys in here, and then it would just perfectly match up, because this model is very much polyed, very much smooth everywhere. I really like this one. Yeah, it's just the concrete is just weird. Lesser reflection on Pokeballs. Anything else looks very nice. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice fabric stuff. And this looks like it's a sticker for some reason. Like it's almost. I like this effect for some reason onto it. Makes it look realistic. Like it's been on here for a long while and it starts to, you know, getting old type of thing. Anyhow, Shard Gray, very nice. I like this one. I like your a little text with it. Hope to see more if you work into the future. This one is, that's my taint. Wait, another entry? Or is it just me? I thought I already read his name before. Yeah, here. 2 entries. Well, now I'm doing live stream, maybe 2 entries would be okay instead of 1, but before I was doing this video and then it's just going to take so long, and the rendering and uploading just takes 6 hours, like it's insane. So maybe for now we could just do 2 entries max, just like grants competition. If you do a third one, you're getting you will be banned for 2 weeks from Discord. Anyhow, let's check this out. Oh boy. Raise it up, man. We want quality. Is it me, or does it look like it has been recorded with someone with Parkinson or something? Anyhow, I really like this this shader effect on this model. I still need to try to figure out to make this myself one time. I like how you've added a still render with it, so we can have a take it easy look onto things instead of just grease pencil. Grease. I'm just taking some water. You should drink enough too, it's very hot. Let me just pencil, grease pencil. Let me just Google that. It's just a pencil. And that is one thing I also dislike about Google. Like, I know for sure it shows different results at you as it does at me, even though we use the same keywords. Grease pencil. Yeah, does it straight away show something compared with this picture down here? Let me just type in Blender. I see. Um, yeah, when you type that kind of stuff, you get the animation section of Blender. So it's probably not done in animation of Blender. Just a model with some kind of a shader on top of it, I think, to get this effect. But I like it though, and yeah, I don't have anything to add to this. I do have to say I like how it's just kind of centered out. You got everything into the screen, so extra points for that. That makes it just looks very nice. Alright, we have an entry of TCQ, a 3D sculpt plus Photoshop Earthworm Jim. Oh boy, I watched him on TV very long ago. I really like this one. There's a lot of going on. I really like the light effect onto this model, and painting stuff is a art itself. To paint also light effects, paint shadows effects onto your painting. It's really nice. Let me see if I can just scale this baby up. We can. Look at that. Look at the freaking details onto this. Wow. Very nice, right? And I really like also that people are joining in with things that are actually not made with Blender itself. Just to show off the skills. Just have to laugh on his face. Very nice. You should print this out on canvas. Or go to ArtStation and put this into the store. You can do that, by the way. Very nice one. The only thing that I would say would be nice is your name down here. Just finishing touch. All right. Hit the road, Jack. Wow, I didn't even see that. He doesn't say anything. He just says, "JB Blender, thank you for your time." All right. Well, thank you guys also for your time. I hope it was nice like this. I have enjoyed myself actually a lot more than doing this recording and editing and waiting and then not be able to finish it on time sometimes. Having a live interaction is always very nice, I think. So, now, do you guys have anything to say about these entries or anything to add? You should do that right now. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to think of certain winning points. I'm just gonna take a list with it, which I had in my face before and I thought I don't need it, but now I am going to need it. Let me just see down here. I should not close up the live stream tab. It would be very bad. No, Origin, I don't want to start you up. Go away. Alright. So down here, winning points. We need to choose certain points. I don't know how many entries there are. I don't know if anyone have counted the entries. Let me just count. I mean, like if there are not many entries, I don't want to give away too many points, right? 28. 28 and a half entry because we have one down here just for fun, like why not? So in this case, I would say, let me just copy this, grab a new one so I don't have to retype it for next time, and just close this one up. So I can just take this one where I put it and just delete stuff that we don't need. Emotion is not going to be a thing this time. External program, drawing, realism. Do we have like something realism? We have this one though, which looks quite realistic. Make some freaking noise outside. We have Pac-Man is realistic. Yeah, certainly is. We have we don't have collapse, right? Don't have collapse. Do we have storyline? Like this one looks also quite realistic now. Nah, I don't think so. Alright, detailing. We definitely have detailing, we definitely have texturing, we have simplistic minimalism, we have light coloring, models. Models. Yeah, we have this one down here. I wonder which in this one has been made and which doesn't have been made. Like, it's a good question. But a model could also be like a building like this, could also be a model, but I just find that hard. Yeah, we have this, but this is like painted model. So what do you guys think? Do we have models or don't models? We have already 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. We have already 9 points. Gonna do this together, so informative. Well, we have here some what we also have, no, we don't have storyline, so informative is a good one. Like a little bit of a story with some of these artworks would be nice. Yes, model. Okay, so in this case, this for me it's just a test tool to see what you guys want. The objective is something we're gonna do as last, because this is actually you know what I say, the subject of this week games in overall. So we're going to need to have a model. And if this is going to be too difficult, then we might need to start up a poll, kind of an idea, just like at Grant. Just have to see. For me, it's a test tool to do this. Like, it's for me a lot easier when I do this, like recording and then choose the winners and that kind of stuff, than doing this live. Suggestions. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think would be a winner for a model? And keep in mind, we have all of these other ones. So if someone has a model already and it maybe fit in better with texturing or detailing, then it would be something different. So what I would say already, let me just see. I'm just gonna do detailing already. I think definitely the person that has done a big job actually on texturing is actually the. Oh man, it's so difficult sometimes. Like normally I give myself some time to think about it. Like this one has a lot of texturing, and the first entry has a lot of texturing. Definitely. Yeah. Oh man, it makes it. I have to be honest. This makes it a little bit more difficult actually to use this kind of system with it. To be real honest. Okay, let's do for models only like characters. We have a character down here. Earthworm Jim is a character. Okay, so I have one already. We have drawing, one drawing, and I want people to be motivated to also try drawings and try to join in with drawing, so people who draw can also battle each other. And TCTCQ is gonna be the winner for drawings. Very good. Um, then let me just see something. We also have external program, and we have actually Giraffe, who is the only one who have used an external program type of thing. Anything else is just basically Blender or a Photoshop type of thing. Yeah, well, so far it's fine. So far it's fine. So I'm just going to put Giraffe for winning the external program points. Very good. So we have two of them. Um, Simplistic minimalism. I'm just going down the list which one could be done already. I like the one of Iris Jack. It's very simplistic, it's very minimalistic, and it just, it looks into the screen, it looks crisp, very clear. Of course, yeah, this is just a shame with the background. It's also minimalistic and simplistic, only the background just blows it away for me. Um, the same goes with this one. It's just the background again. It's simplistic, minimalistic. Um, this one is also nice though. Only it's, yeah, the background looks very off, I would say. Um, this one is also simplistic, minimalistic, and I don't really have anything bad about to say that, Frank. So what do you guys think? Should we choose something between Frank and Irish Jack? I really feel like I need to do this differently because it's not going to work pretty well. Yeah, but even though lack of time, it still looks nice, I would say. All right, all right. Okay, we have we have two Iris Jack, one Frank. Oh man. Another Iris Jack. Army base. It's a watchtower. Starting watchtower. Okay, well then we do Iris Jack for simplistic slash minimalism, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to need to think of a different system here because this is difficult to do it like so. So this is what we have so far. So for the texturing, I would say or either oriented. Oh man, I just really like this one. I would almost say this would be a nice one for the objective games. This is just very nice. Nah, I'm not getting a headache just yet. I mean, it's just test, right, to see if this works or not. This has been made by Pro 3D. What category we want to be in? Could do, could do. Oh, would be a nice one. You know what? I think I'm just going to do. Yeah, I changed his name because of reasons. I'm going to put Mr. Pro 3D onto the objective. I think he's done just such a nice job on this picture. It really looks appealing. It really looks like, you know, you need to throw this in. I'm just missing the Nike icon. Just do it with it. I just love this one. It's just very well made. Unless you guys don't agree, but then you have to tell me which one should win the objective though. Of course, this is a very nice one, but we already have it on external program. This is really a game. All right. I need to work something out. You guys need to help me with it. We already have drawing TCTCQ, so we cannot do that with model. Any other models out here? I am going to put detailing for Harrydale. I just love the detailing onto this one. Give me the freaking tab. There we go. I just really love the detailing onto this. No, there are no poles. Yeah, I just need a nice system in order to choose winners. I just don't want to choose like one person and that's it. Like, I think multiply people should win. All right. I'm gonna put Chardon Gray onto informative. I just like the little story with it, explaining about it. For realism though, we have this one down here. That's actually, I would say, it. I mean, Chardon Gray has a bit of realism, but I just really don't like this concrete stuff. It's really odd. Maybe I should put in the announcement. I should choose a few things. Each each competition, I should choose like 5 different categories and change that each time, and then you can work towards it. So you got 2 objectives. One is the main subject of the team, and one is you can choose a category and work toward to it. I think that would be a nice thing. Yeah, it really is. You know what? Let's make it myself not too difficult. But which one was that? Realism. I'm just gonna put that out. We have detailing, texturing, a model. I'm just gonna put the model out because I don't really feel satisfied with any model. Let's check out for some light. Light is also very important. Does someone have some light? Oh, this one has some very nice light though with the shadows. Oh man, this one looks nice too. Crack's sake. You know what? We have a winner for light and coloring. I really like this, the light and coloring on this one. It's definitely one that should win. Very good. Smoke coming. Yeah, I do smell fire, but I hope that is outside and not from my ears. Um, we have texturing. We have one person here with texturing. There we go. And yeah, we just do a new kind of system. 5 categories each week again, and then you can work towards it, and you just have to name which one you have chosen, so it makes it more easier. We need to have a detail winner. It's a little bit messy though. I mean, this one has a lot of details too onto it. Oh, I can open it like that. Very good. I mean, there's a lot of details in these rocks. There's a lot of work being putting into this one. It looks on point. It doesn't have any, it has this tie on and the tie looks good. Something like that. I mean, there are many more nice ones. Maybe I shouldn't choose a winner at all. Maybe I should just say everyone won. Maybe that's a good idea. Crystal, I'm going to put you on detailing. I really just love. Uh, there are 2 details. It's deeply detailed. It looks just very good, and now it opens in the other screen. Very nice. Like the little lights in here. Colors are very good. Yeah, that's right. All right, so I've chosen some winners finally. This system, what I had before, works with normal recording. I can just take my time, but with a live stream, it's just very difficult. But we have some winners, and you guys, thank you for your patience. But for next time, we're going to do things differently. I really like that the idea of Tyrus.x, just adding categories where people can work towards to, put it into your render, and I think that works better. Better doing a live stream than collecting and downloading all the images. Yeah, well, it just takes tons of time. It really takes a lot of time. And this is, I think, more fun having interaction with you guys. Frank joking around, that kind of stuff. Alright, so it has been long enough. I'm going to work something out for the announcements, doing things differently. I only hope if you see someone having an entry, just say in the chat that about the categories. Things will be fine, things will work out. Alright, yes. So, any suggestions for next week? If not, then I'll have one which I talked about the last test live stream, which could be an all-in, which basically means you can mind up the subject, but it could also be very difficult, of course. Winners live stream 23. Go. Save that one up. All right, let's see what you guys have for me. I wish I could extend the chat, expand, but I can't. We have biscuits, superheroes, technology, devices slash technology. Let's give suggestions. Sci-fi, Java's, films, color. I think, to be real honest, I think colors would actually be a very challenging one. Like, then you can still do all in, like make something whatever you like to make, but the overall theme has to be color or colorful. I am the team. Well, then you just basically take to the vault cube, press S, type 2. There we go. So how about colors? Colorful. Colorful. I think that would be a nice one. Now we're not gonna do any kids on here because YouTube don't like that. Yeah, but then you can just do colorful and make kids toys that are very colorful. That is up to you then. You can make sci-fi, but it has to be colorful. You can make devices that have to be colorful. Colorful. I think that will be a nice one. All right. I saved this stuff up. Very good. Yeah, I know it's difficult, Frank, especially when it's very hot outside. So if you guys don't have anything to add anymore, then yeah, let's leave it with this. I will wait maybe 2-3 hours until YouTube has rendered this live stream and it's at least 1080p. Then I'm going to put up the announcement with the new type of thing, colorful. Let me just see. Maybe we can do for you guys already. I mean, I think I should leave out lighting and coloring because there is a little bit double, right? The team is already coloring. Okay, let's leave out this one, this one. No realism this time. Drawing external program is okay. Here we go again. Lightning coloring, model objective. How many more? 2 more. Let's just do this and then we got that left. All right, so these are the categories. You can either make it simplistic, minimalism. You can focus on texturing, making it colorful, or you can go for detailing, a lot of details, or you can try to make a storyline, or you can either draw it. Creative. Ah, man, you guys really make me think. Complexity, Jesus Christ. Maybe I'm making it myself too difficult. I'm going to rethink the shit, and you will hear an announcement within a few hours. And I want to thank you guys for your time. And I hope you will join the competition, which is going to be colorful. Yeah, let's just do that for next time then. Just save it up, put it on a WordPad. Once again, tonight I will choose the 30 minutes last 2 weeks winners. And then next week, Monday, I want to try to do it around the same time as I did today with this live stream. I'm going to live stream for the winners for the 30 minutes challenge, which we're just going to choose a person with each category, which we already did. So it's going to be a nice one. All right. Then it's time to awkwardly end this stream. And thank you for your time. Bye bye.